We all want to be the hero. We want to be the person who solves everyone else's problems and never needs help ourselves. And when we picture the prophets of the scriptures, we often picture a lone figure standing above the crowd. Someone like Moses leading the children of Israel out in front, confidently striding with his staff in hand. In reality, things don't really work like that. We need other people to help us. And even prophets ran the risk of overextending themselves if they didn't ask for help. In Exodus 18, the Israelite exodus is in full swing, but it was wearing Moses out. The record states that Moses' work every day kept him constantly occupied from morning until evening. It was fortunate that during this time, Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, staged an intervention. Jethro told Moses that if he tried to keep up his current pace, he would wear himself out, and the people along with him. Jethro told Moses that he needed to delegate. Moses would still teach the ordinances and laws and act as an example to the Israelites, but the day-to-day affairs would be managed by capable helpers, appointed as rulers over thousands, hundreds, fifties, and tens. If there was a big problem, the Israelites could still bring it to Moses, but Moses wasn't going to be expected to solve every problem that the Israelites faced. Not surprisingly, the saints participating in the latter-day exodus to the Intermountain West were given similar directions, this time through the modern Moses, Brigham Young. In section 136 of the Doctrine and Covenants, the Lord instructed the saints to appoint captains over hundreds, fifties, and tens so that Brigham Young wouldn't wear himself out. Just like Moses, Brigham Young sometimes struggled to delegate, wanting to fix everything himself. In 1848, right after the saints arrived in the Salt Lake Valley, Brigham Young was working as hard as he could to put shingles on a cabin he was building for his family. Brigham was approached by one of the most outspoken of the saints, Jedediah Grant, who said, "Brother Brigham, we have some urgent public business to discuss with you." Brigham replied, "Well, you can see that I have work here that also needs me." Jed Grant stood his ground and said, "President, we want you to quit working with tools. We need you to work with men. We have plenty of carpenters in Zion, but there's only one Brigham Young." Brigham, who was a professional carpenter, cabinet maker, and even glazier before his call as an apostle, bristled a bit, but ultimately saw the wisdom in Jed Grant's words. He set down his tools and worked with the people, allowing others to help him finish his cabin. Like Moses and Brigham Young, we sometimes take too much upon ourselves. The Lord doesn't expect you to solve everyone's problems. And if you're serving in a leadership position, it's just as much your job to train new leaders as it is to provide leadership by yourself. We can all benefit from following Jethro's counsel and having the humility to sometimes hand off to others some of the burdens that are given to us. Allowing others to help us carry out the work the Lord has given to us allows us all to grow and bless each other together. And sometimes it is crucial in helping us find and train the new generation that will take over for us. Somewhere in the captains of hundreds, fifties, and tens that Brigham Young called were future apostles and prophets. Somewhere among the captains and hundreds of fifties and tens was Joshua, the prophet who would succeed Moses. Doing the Lord's work isn't always about being the best at your job, but making everyone around you better by sharing the burden.